All right, so the last tutorial is going to be on the budget layout page, which is usually what gives students the hardest time. Everything needs to be completely filled out. So once again, I just made up numbers. So I'm saying I'm making $33,000 a year. In the other income section, that's going to be your situation card. So it's either going to add or subtract money from your yearly total. And then obviously total cash available is the total after you figure that out. All right, so a couple things that usually get kids a little confused. So let's say we're going to do your rent. Of course, I'm just making this up. Monthly, we're going to say is $700. Your security deposit is going to be the equivalent to 1 month's rent. So that's going to be $700, but that's going to go in the year column because you don't pay that every month. It's a one-time only fee. All right, your electricity and your heat, if it's not included, is going to be, I think it's 20% of your rent. So you're going to have to do some math there. Obviously, college loan that's in your packet, that's going to be a monthly expense as well as your insurance, unless you're paying for the car outright. Your personal inventory, your furniture, that's going to be a yearly amount, because you're not going to be buying furniture every single year. And then you're going to use the packet to figure out gas, entertainment, savings, gifts, clothing, etc. So clothing, gifts, those are going to be yearly costs. You're not going to be buying clothes every single month, at least not for this specific project. Okay, so when you do the budget layout page, everything needs to be completely filled in. You need to do all of the math. So let's just pretend we're gonna do this one. So if you start in the monthly column, all right, you're going to multiply by 12 to get the yearly amount. So that's $8,400, all right? And then you're also going to then divide 700 by 4 to figure out how much it's going to cost you for rent for the week. All right, so for that, you just take 700 divided by 4 weeks to get you that number. This whole thing needs to be filled out. All of the math needs to be done, so all of the division or multiplication needs to be completed. And then at the very end, you're going to have your total costs. They're going to go in these columns. Cash available is what you had to start off with, all of your expenses. And then this end balance needs to be a positive number. All right. So if you have questions about the math, if you have questions about the different types of products that you need to pay for, you're not sure where it has to go, make sure that you ask your teacher. Other than that, this should be a pretty good guide as to what you need to do for this budget layout page. It must be completed for your project to be graded.